Welcome to our first Leadership Assembly. My name is Madeline Griffin and I'm one of the Assembly leaders. This month we are recognizing and honoring National Hispanic Heritage Month. We are going to learn a brief history of this month's celebration to start off our morning together. Here are 2 cool facts that you should listen for. Did you know 54 million Hispanic and Latinos celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month? Also, Elena Ochoa was the first Hispanic woman to become an astronaut. Enjoy learning more about the history of Hispanic Heritage Month.
In the United States, September 15th through October 15th is Hispanic Heritage Month. It is a time to remember the cultures and contributions of Americans whose ancestors came from Spain, Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central and South America. Did you know there are about 54 million Hispanics and Latinos in the United States? That's a lot of people to celebrate. The idea to do so began as a week-long observance in 1968 under President Lyndon Johnson and was extended to a full month 20 years later in 1988 by President Ronald Reagan. September 15th is special because it is Independence Day for several Latin American countries, including Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. Mexico celebrates their independence one day later, while Chile and Belize honor theirs on September 18th and September 21st. In the U.S., Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrated with community festivals and educational events. Kids in school learn about famous people of Hispanic heritage, like Elena Ochoa, the first Hispanic woman to become an astronaut, Nancy Lopez, one of the greatest women golfers to ever play the game, Mexican-American Cesar Chavez, who worked to improve conditions for farm workers, Severo Ochoa, a Spanish-American Nobel Prize winner in medicine, and Ileana Ross-Lehtinen, the first Hispanic woman and first Cuban-American elected to the U.S. Congress. What famous person of Hispanic or Latino descent would you like to meet?
Hola, home students. My name is Lily Lombardo, and I am a 5th grade leader at home school. I am also part of the Assembly Leader team this year. We have been working hard to prepare our first Leadership Assembly this month to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. We invited families with a Hispanic heritage to share a brief video with us to share with you today in our assembly. Listen to our home's families introduce their family members, share the Hispanic country their family comes from, share their favorite Hispanic traditions, and share their family's favorite Hispanic foods. We hope you learn more about Hispanic Heritage Month from our Holmes Hawks families. Now, introducing our Holmes Hawks and their families.
Hi, this is the Morales family with Abuela Joanne and Abuelo Arturo. Afra and I are Holmes Hawks in 3rd and 4th grade.
Our family is from Puerto Rico, and Grandpa Arturo was born on the island in the town of Fajardo.
We still have family that live in Puerto Rico, in the towns Humacao, Fajardo, and San Juan.
One of my favorite traditions is at Christmas time. Children used to leave hay underneath their beds because it would be 3 Kings Day, and the kings would leave presents for the children on that day. And we knew that they travel a long distance and they had camels, and the camels would eat the hay.
When our family gets together, they insist that I make rice and beans, panil, and tostones.
Mi madre y mi abuela make great rice and beans or arroz con garbanzos. Y mi padre likes to eat pastelas, maduros, and mofongo whenever he gets the chance.
Thanks, homeschool. Hasta luego.
Hola niños, es la señorita Pruitt. ¿Cómo están? Ojalá que están muy bien. Yo soy de la isla de Encanto, la isla de Puerto Rico, Huepa. Mi tradición más favorita de Puerto Rico es celebrando la Nochebuena y la Navidad. Y mi comida más favorita de Puerto Rico es el arroz de Puerto Rico. Es divino, me encanta. Feliz mes de la herencia hispana y adiós.
My name is Vivian. And I'm Luca. Today we're talking about Chile. Chile is located in the south side of America. Chile is the longest country in the world, but it's also very skinny. A famous tradition and food. Chile is located between the Andes Mountains and the Pacific Ocean. There's all kinds of penguins from north to south, like this one. In winter, it's really chilly in Chile.
Hola, Homes Hawks. It's Dr. Zelaya, and I am going to tell you a little bit about my family and where my husband and my mother-in-law come from. First, I'd like to introduce you to my family. This is my husband, Mr. Juan Zelaya, and my mother-in-law, Abuela Sarah. Also here is my youngest daughter, Lily. Our middle son is named Sebastian, and our oldest is named Julian. My husband and my mother-in-law are from El Salvador. El Salvador is a country in Central America. It is bordered on the northeast by Honduras, on the northwest by Guatemala, and on the south by the Pacific Ocean. El Salvador's capital and largest city is San Salvador. A pupusa is a thick griddle cake or flatbread from El Salvador and Honduras, made with cornmeal. Similar to the Venezuelan and Colombia arepa, in El Salvador, it has been declared the national dish and has a specific day to celebrate it. It is usually stuffed with one or more ingredients, which may be cheese or pork or squash or refried beans. It's typically comes with a coleslaw and a tomato salsa and is traditionally eaten by hand. We were very lucky to have Abuela visiting us recently and spend some time with us at our home.
Hola Escuela Homes, soy señor Poleski y yo tengo familia de Andalucía, España. Una de mis tradiciones favoritas es la tradición de las 12 uvas en Noche Vieja. Every New Year's Eve, we eat 12 grapes at the 12 strokes of midnight, and we make wishes. Una de mis comidas favoritas de España, de Andalucía, es carne en salsa, as you can see in the picture right there, and of course, jamón ibérico. Hasta luego!
Hi, I'm Kaya, and in this video, my sister Mariah, she's playing the song Quizás, and here it is. Y siempre te pregunto que cómo, cuándo y dónde. Tú siempre me respondes quizás, quizás. Y así pasan los días y yo desesperando y tú contestando quizás, quizás, quizás. Estás perdiendo el tiempo pensando, pensando por lo que más tú quieras. ¿Hasta cuándo? Ey, ¿hasta cuándo? Y así pasan los días y yo desesperando y tú
Así pasan los días y yo desesperando y tú contestando. Quizás, 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 quizás.
Time for a dance break.
It is my pleasure to introduce you to Patricia Ortega Flamenco Ensemble. They have performed professionally in Chicago and other cities across the country, including internationally. They perform flamenco lecture demonstrations, performances, and have also composed their own music. In addition to this, students, you'll never know how many years beyond being at home school you will be friends with the students you're in school with right now. I have known Patricia Ortega since we were in kindergarten together, and that's a long time. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everyone. We are so very happy to be with Holmes Hawks today, celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. We are going to be giving you a flamenco demo, and I'm going to introduce our friends that are going to be with us today. We have David Chiriboga, who's going to be playing the guitar, Ronaldo Monge on percussion, and my name is Patricia Ortega. I'm going to be showing you some elements of the singing. So flamenco comes from the south of Spain. It's a mixture of gypsy, local and a bunch of different cultures, including Spanish culture, Arabic culture, and sounds. So there's just a lot of things going on when it comes to flamenco. I'm going to hand it over to David, who's going to talk first about the elements of flamenco guitar.
Hey everyone, my name is David Chiriboga, and today I'll be the flamenco guitarist. I play a little Spanish guitar, flamenco guitar. My origins come from Ecuadorian origins from my family, but I was born and raised here in Chicago. And besides that, I gravitated towards the flamenco guitar, which, is, like Patty said, is from the south of Spain, by taking a trip through Europe. So I discovered it. So I always love to tell people that with travel you discover new things. And thankful for that nice travel. It took me on this path to flamenco guitar. Now, really quickly, just to give you a crash course on how I make this sound like the flamenco guitar, or what makes it sound like that, is the right hand. I just want to show you 3 quick techniques. The first technique is picking. So when we pick, we don't use a pick like in other styles of music. We just finger pick. So we're using our index and middle. The technique that really makes it sound like the flamenco guitar and is very characteristic to it is the rasgueado. Now, rasgueados are when you just flick out your fingers and you'll hear this type of sound. Now, lastly, just to give you one more technique that really pops out is the golpes. Now, golpes is when we want to get percussive, and by percussive, it just means we want to make our guitar sound like very rhythmic, like a little drum box, basically. Originally in flamenco, there was just what they call the cante, the voice, the guitar, and not the cajon originally, but the dancing. So there was only those 3 elements. The only other element that gave some percussion to flamenco was the palmas, just doing the hand claps, which you'll check out in a little bit as well. So we had to keep the guitar very percussive to keep the dancers, give something for the dancers to dance to, and also give a nice foundation to the singers. So we used a lot of these golpes. So you'll see how percussive we get a little bit later on, but just a little quick sample of a rumba is one of the more percussive samples within flamenco, where you can really showcase those golpes and percussive style of flamenco. So here you go. Thank you.
Now we're going to turn it over to Ronaldo, who's going to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about percussion.
Hello, hi, my name is Ronaldo Monge. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico, but I've been living here in Chicago for the last 10 years. So in terms of percussive, like David mentioned, the palmas is really important, and also around in terms of the dance. In the dance, we normally the posture will be like this. So if you can follow, there's what is called a braceo, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be on the outside, like this. And then you also have it on the inside. And practically there's a really space going on in between your arms and also your body. So you practically respect that. And also, like this, you move the hands pretty much, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. So in terms of the compás, like for instance, David was talking about the rumba, we have the cajon, and also all of us follow the rhythm and the compás. So one compás will be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one compás. So normally, when we do rhythm in the cajon, this is the bottom part of the cajon, and this is the high tones, lower tones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what? Okay. So when we do percussive on the hand, terms of that. So pretty much in flamenco, we pretty much we hear about the rhythm and we follow through with the movements of the arms and also percussive with our feet as well.
Thank you. All right, my name is Patricia Ortega, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about the singing and the palmas, as Ronaldo mentioned. That's a very important part in flamenco. My background is I was born in Chicago. My mother's from Mexico. My father's from Cuba. And I don't know how I got into flamenco. It was just kind of by an accident. But luckily I did find it, and it's a beautiful form. It's very, if you mentioned it's from the south of Spain, go look on a map and look up Andalusia, and you'll see there that's the region and the area that it's from, and go south. So that's your homework. About the singing has been said that that's one of the first things that happened in flamenco, and it's a lot of fun. You get to improvise a lot, and you get to kind of play around with melodies. And so I'll show you a little sample of something that's called a salida, which is just a warm-up, and also something that I will be teaching you guys. So sing with me if you can in your classrooms. All right, so the first part, maybe David could give me a tone. Okay, so the words are very simple. It's ali ali o, ali ali o, ali ali o,
Ali ali o,
ali 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 se la llevó,
ali 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 se la llevó,
ali 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 se la llevó.
ali 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 se la llevó.
That's it. So repeat that. The melody sounds like this. Ali ali o, ali ali o, ali 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 se la llevó, ali 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 se la llevó, ali 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 se la llevó. So the melody starts here and it goes all the way down. And I'll show you. So I'll do it first and then you do it, okay? Ali ali o,
Ali ali o,
good. Ali ali o,
ali ali o,
good. So the melody starts going down. Ali 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 se la llevó,
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 ali 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 se la llevó.
ali 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 se la llevó.
Very good. So all together, we're going to do it a little faster. It's going to sound like this. Ready? All together now. Here we go. Everybody. Ali, ali, oh. Ali, ali, oh. Ali, 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 se la llevo. Ali, 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 se la llevo. Ali, 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 se la llevo. One more time. Ali, ali, oh. Ali, ali, oh. Ali, 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 se la llevo. Ali, 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 se la llevo. Ali, 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 se la llevo. Very good. All right. Another important thing that we're going to show you really quick is what Ronaldo mentioned was some palmas and some jaleo. Okay, very important. In Spain, you go to a bullfight, you'll hear people say ole, right?
Ole,
They'll say
vamos,
ole.
venga.
But in flamenco, you say ole. So it's very participatory. So if you see something that you like, you hear something that you like, the guitarist is doing a really killer solo, he's like, "Grrr," or the percussionist or the dancer's doing something, then you say ole. Okay? So we'll show you how that works with the palmas. First, we'll do an example of palmas sordas, which you just make your hands really loosey-goosey, and you're going to make a little pillow of sound like this. Very soft, right? Try it with me. Don't speed up, just keep this tempo, right? Good. Palmas sordas, right? That's a quiet, muted sound. Then palmas claras, you take 3 fingers, and you find that little sweet spot in the middle of your hand, and you make a crisper, claras, clearer sound. Keep this tempo, and good. So we will do palmas sordas, the muted, quiet ones, and then when we want to accent, we'll use the claras. And I'll show you the rhythm right now. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. Very good. Now, something that's really cool about flamenco is there's a lot of closing cues, right? So we do the closes on beats 2 and 3 with the claras. So it's going to sound like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you don't play on beats 1 or 4. Okay, a little tricky. Sounds like this with the sordas. Let's try it together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close, open. Okay, one more time. Let's do it together. And 1, 1, 1. Close. Now, I'm going to add an extra thing. We're going to add a jaleo. So we're going to do close, 2, 3, 4, ole. Okay, so you're going to wait for beat 4 and then say ole on beat 1. Can we do it? All right, let's try it. Let's just practice the close. We're going to say close, 2, 3, 4, ole. Okay, here we go. And close, 2, 3, 4, ole. Let's try it all together. I think you can do it. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Close. Ole. One more time. And then we have to start the beat over again. Okay, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Close. 4. Ole. Ole! Get louder! Close! Ole! Last time! Close! Ole! Very good. Okay, so we're going to put it all together. We're going to put the guitar, the rhythm, the palmas, and the singing. So let's try it. Singing and playing is a little difficult, so pick one. But you got to participate. Here we go.
And one quick note, just as Patty was showing you the closings, is in flamenco, the nice thing that you can keep your eyes out for is that we all take our turns kind of getting a little spotlight or showcase.
Correct.
So the way that we pass that to each other, that we know whose turn it is to take a little, their moment, is by things like these closes. Like I might be doing something on the guitar, a little solo, and then when I want to finish, I'll give them a nice close.
Yeah.
And then go back to just the general rhythm, and when I'm just doing general rhythm, they know that it's either the singer or the dancers taking turns, and that just depends on the form as well, because we do follow forms with some improvisation in between, so which we'd have to get into a lot more discussion to really explain that.
But rhythm wise, it's great because it gives you the dynamics, you know, of all it's up and then down and then come up again.
Yeah, the closes give you a nice opportunity to really take it from a big climax to taking it back down, maybe slowing down the rhythm again and just resetting.
Yeah, so listen for all of those things that we just mentioned.
Yes,
this last
correct.
example that we do. Here we go. And practice your palmas. Let's try the singing. Remember, here we go. Ali, ali, oh. Ali, ali, oh. Ali, 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 se la llevo. Ali, 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 se la llevo. Ali, 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 se la presentation, and we hope to see you very soon. Enjoy, learn more about all the different wonderful Hispanic cultures and traditions that we have. Flamenco is just one of them. So we hope you have a very good school year, and thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
A total pleasure. Thank you.
Like the group mentioned, dance is a huge part of flamenco. Unfortunately, for this performance, their dancer had an injury and was unable to perform. But we have a clip to show just how all of the elements of flamenco go together. Enjoy this clip.
Tú te colocas ahí enfrente de mí y por si acaso yo me caigo para atrás. Empújale columpio, empújale columpio, empújale columpio. Empújale columpio, empújale columpio, empújale columpio.
Hello, my name is Amit. I am here to introduce our fabulous Spanish teachers, Senora Pulaski y Senorita Pruitt. Today they will be teaching us a common phrase in Spanish that is used in Latin America.
Hola, niños. As we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month this year, let's not forget the history and power of this phrase, si se puede.
As we strive to create a more equitable and just nation, let us remember where it comes from and honor the intent of its creators, Dolores Huerta y Cesar Chavez. These activists have challenged us to create a better society, one that values and provides all its people with equal opportunity to succeed.
Senora Pulaski, what does si se puede mean?
Si se puede means yes, we can.
Wow, let's practice, Escuela Holmes. Repeat after me. Si se puede.
Si se puede.
Si se puede.
Si se puede.
Awesome, good job. Muy bien. And remember, if you're feeling like you can't do something, si se puede. Adiós, niños.
Adiós.
Talks. We hope you enjoyed this assembly. We hope you enjoyed coloring Hispanic flags, dancing with flamenco dancers, or just learning about Hispanic Heritage Month in general. We look forward to you joining us for our next assembly next month. Adios.
Hola, niños.
Hola, Escuela Holmes. Time to talk about las banderas.
What does bandera mean, Senora Pulaski?
Una bandera. It's a flag.
It's a flag? Oh, I love flags.
A mí también me gustan. Vamos a hablar primero de Colombia.
Colombia. ¿Y qué colores tiene la bandera de Colombia?
Pues hay 3 colores.
3 colores. 1, 2, 3. ¿Qué es la primera?
Amarillo.
Amarillo. ¿Y qué significa el amarillo?
Oro.
Oro. ¿Qué es el segundo color?
Es azul.
¿Y qué significa el azul?
El agua.
Agua. ¿Y el último color?
Es rojo.
Oh, rojo. ¿Y qué significa rojo?
Sangre.
Oh, yo veo otra bandera. ¿Qué es?
Es la bandera de México.
¿Y qué colores tiene la bandera de México?
Pues verde.
Verde. ¿Y qué significa el verde?
La independencia y esperanza.
Esperanza. Oh. ¿Y el segundo color?
Blanco.
Oh, blanco. Ese es fácil. ¿Qué significa?
Pureza.
¿Y el último color?
Es rojo. Otra vez.
¿Y qué significa?
Otra vez, sangre.
Sangre, ok. Yo veo una bandera muy especial.
Tu favorita,
Mi
¿verdad?
favorita, sí.
¿Es de Cuba?
No es de Cuba.
Claro que no. Es casi igual, pero
Casi
es
igual.
diferente.
Es de Puerto Rico.
Claro que sí, es de Puerto Rico, sí.
Pero, ¿qué significan los colores de la bandera de Puerto Rico?
Bueno, hay 3 colores, ¿verdad?
Sí, 3 colores.
Uno es azul.
¿Azul? Oh, ¿qué significa el azul?
Representa el agua y el cielo.
Oh, perfecto.
Sí.
¿Y qué significa el rojo?
Otra vez sangre. Pero, ¿qué es sangre?
Sangre. ¿Cómo se dice en inglés? Sangre es blood.
Sí, sí. Sí,
Y
muchas guerras, sí.
Otro color es azul.
Azul ya hemos hecho.
Oh,
azul
sí.
y rojo y
¡Blanco!
blanco.
¿Qué significa el blanco?
Paz y victoria. Y también hay una estrella.
Una estrella.
Sí.
¿Qué significa la estrella?
Sí, la estrella representa la isla.
Oh, la isla de Puerto Rico. Sí, huepa. Ok, amigos.
Ahora vamos a colorear.
Sí,
¿Están
pueden
listos?
colorear.
¿Tienen los papeles? ¿Tienen crayones, marcadores,
Todo.
lápices de color? ¿Todo listo?
Pregunten tu maestra.
Sí.
Tu maestra en clase. Okay.
Sí.
Adiós, amigos.
Hasta luego.